Yeah. It's probably white men, like white men who just feel like they don't have a voice anymore. About time the brown man said what I've been trying to say. Hell yeah! Welcome to St. Aubin Central. Hey, mommies and daddies. It's your host, St. Aubin. Daddy's ready to go. We were just talking about the content that I put out. And the one, like, I feel like I understand the internet, where people, if you put out content, it's because you put something out that's curated, that you want people to see, or you just want it to be eye catching, and that's kind of how I approach the internet. I don't really think anybody's like really this or really that. I think they're putting on this persona of what they want people to perceive them. So like when I would put out stuff, like I've had people like call me fat and stuff, which is hilarious. Because their jokes didn't pass second grade, basically. And then, like, yeah,
guilty.
Thanks, Scoots. No, but, but the thing that I didn't, so like putting myself out on the internet, you're going to have people who hate you, which is hilarious because I'm like so small. And like, that's one of my favorite ironies is that like I talk such a big game and I'm a fucking nobody. I talk this big game, like, this is how you do this is how you do that, this is what, and I have like 1,000 followers. And nobody cares. I have 12 followers on TikTok, 80 subscribers on YouTube. Nobody cares, but that's fine. So I can handle that. But the thing that is super unexpected is that there are people in my life that I've either, hung out with multiple times, they have my phone number, they have a hard time with some of the content that I put out, which is weird to me because from my perspective, and granted I'm biased, like I put out like it's either goofy or some sort of nuanced take on a social hot topic. That's kind of what I think I put out. And granted, like I could be wrong, but it's just interesting. Like there's been people in my life who've like, they'll either talk to me in the comments or they will text me or call me and they have a problem with it. And I never expected that. That's why I'm like, how do these big creators deal with that? Like I called my buddy because I honestly, I felt like it was like, I felt lonely for a while because I'm just like, man, like I just didn't expect it. I called a friend, who's like been doing podcasting and stuff, and he was like, yeah, I've had some people and it just ends up in a lot of arguments, which is just so weird. I don't know. It's I never would have thought, at least at this part, it would have been semi-controversial with people in my life. Because I'm not afraid. I don't think I want my content to be mostly like controversial. And I'm like slowly tapering that. But I don't know. I've always felt like my views were like nuanced. And maybe I just don't communicate as well as I think I do, which is probable because I'm doing a podcast. I'm sitting here. I got some notes in front of me. I got some like, out of shape dad sitting there just like waiting for me to say something. And I just kind of talk until if it makes me laugh, But I don't know. Scooter, what am I?
Are you looking at me or the out of shape dad?
I'm looking.
Next to me?
Yeah, I'm looking at the out of shape dad. Yeah, I don't know. It's troubled me, and I think I'm also learning like who my audience is. People who are higher empathy, I don't think they will like what I say. One, because I'm not afraid to talk about hot topics. Two, I might speak more cavalier than other people would want me to speak about those topics. But I don't know. It's all a mystery. But yeah, it's like, to me, it was weird. It's a little weird. And I wasn't anticipating that at all. Anything? Nothing? No? Okay.
I'm not sure how to bounce back and forth. How much you want me to jump in?
I mean, you could jump in.
Just
You know,
whenever?
if I'm struggling, jump in, please. Like at the end of this, I'm like, what else do I say? But I don't know. It's like it's bothered me for sure. It definitely bothers me, and I don't always know what to do about it. Cause when I look at what I'm doing now, I look at it from like a 10-year perspective. Like I'm trying to build a career, a musical career. And I'm trying to write really good songs, and I'm trying to make as many access points as possible for people to find me. Whether that's YouTube, whether that's Patreon, whether that's Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, anything. I'm trying to get them to find me. So what I do now is probably what I won't do. I won't do the same thing in a year or two, But
Who is your target audience? Do you know exactly? Have you done the market research?
no, dude. Does it look like I've done the market research? Like, I don't know.
Who would be a most surprising audience for you? Like I found out that mobile app games like a few years
Probably
ago,
like Korean women. I don't know.
just like older Korean women.
Or like old like Japanese grandpas.
They just put it on while they're
love
going
it.
to work. They just love like the soothing sounds of
Yeah, I mean,
Central.
it's probably like my target audience is people like you and I. They're probably men. They're probably within 25 to 40. That would be my guess. They like good. They're big into music, but they like to laugh.
Speak my language.
Yeah, it's probably white men, like white men who just feel like they don't have a voice anymore. About time the brown man said what I've been trying to say. Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Do you have any trouble finding guests on your show?
All the time. I don't understand. Well, but it's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think my approach right now is just because I tend to be a perfectionist, so it's like everything I want to do has to be perfect. But now it's more of like let's build the plane while we fly. So I'm just trying to put out stuff and trying to do stuff that I enjoy, and hopefully, like ideal world is I put out content, podcasts, videos for like 2 years, and then one of my songs has some traction. And then all of a sudden people like go from Spotify to YouTube, and then they start,
Would you ever sell your song to like a corporation for like a commercial?
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Like
a medicinal.
license it?
What if it was like a really embarrassing medical issue though?
Yeah, Cialis?
Even like what are those ones where like they deliver
Tail removal?
adult diapers in like the
Yeah.
unmarked boxes?
Anything, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I would let a Donald Trump campaign take one of my songs, dude. Daddy's here for the money and the money alone.
You'd open with Three Doors Down at the
I would
inauguration?
I would play Trump's rally. Absolutely, dude. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I?
I could think of probably a couple of reasons
You
why
know,
not.
they probably pay better than Democrats, That's probably true. They probably pay me more because I'm brown. They're like, hey, we don't have a lot of you. We're going to put you next to Candace Owens, and you just smile and
Darius
wave.
Rucker.
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably play both.
Yeah.
No, I probably wouldn't because I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't agree with the political system. I'm an anarchist, bro.
Wow.
I'm
So brave.
a Freemason. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. It's affected me because I don't want to upset my friends, and I'm not going out of my way to upset them. But with the internet, man, I mean, people just interpret it differently because they don't have context. All they have is a snippet of a controlled window that I wanted them to see. So maybe it's my fault, dude. I'm just putting out. Maybe
I think it is, yeah.
I just need to put out the fun videos, like look at my dog, live, laugh, love, everything's great. But that's not fun for me, dude.
More shirtless videos.
It's fun to like. I don't know. It's just fun to have a. I just rather have like I view this. This is just like a hang. You and I are just hanging out, and I'm just going kind of off the cuff, and just talking just to see what happens. You know?
Yeah, and just find some magic with your, with your homeboy.
Yeah. You think? I don't know, but yeah, I never would have saw people in my close circle bothered by the content that I push out.
I'm surprised that you're surprised.
You are? And maybe it's just because it's probably because I'm biased towards myself and I don't think my ideas are that controversial. Well, this is the other thing because I've heard from people in my circle that it's not the content that I put out, or it's not what I say, it's how I say it. Which to me, that doesn't make sense because tone is subject. Like, people have different thresholds for how people say things, and it can be it's much more subjective than the meat and potatoes of what someone's saying.
Yeah, definitely. It's easy to pick up on, though. They'll hear a certain tone and they're like, I don't like the way that guy said that.
Yeah.
It's easy to,
but yeah,
shot from the stands.
but I think it's like I think it upsets me that there's people in my life who they think I'm like bitter and angry, which blows my mind because I think I'm a big panda bear goofball, dude. I'm just like, how can I make my friends laugh? Should I pull out my butt? That's all I'm trying to do. Just like write good songs and make my friends laugh. If that's on my tombstone, it's probably like he wrote mediocre songs, but he made us laugh.
He made 5 people laugh.
He made 5 people laugh. But I don't know. You're not surprised
At the response?
yeah.
I mean, I just think anybody that touches on hot topics, you're already, you're jumping in the pool. Like
Do you think I should shy away from that stuff?
I just think can I curse on this? Is this allowed? Or are you bleeping stuff?
Yeah. Have you not heard me?
No, not very often. There's a few times.
I try not, because
I can't tell when we're, sometimes there's like little breaks in between.
Yeah, you're right. Are we on?
Yeah,
Are we off? I can't tell. No. You can. Yeah, so what do you want?
Well, now the moment's passed, but
Ugh.
you jump in the pool and you're fucked either way. That's what I was gonna say. So
Yeah, and I think it's
no matter
like
which opinion you have.
And I feel like I've kind of shifted. And honestly, like I've stopped listening to Rogan a lot because I can tell I get like if I listen to too much of him, I can just start sounding like him. And like I don't want, because I think I'm more. I don't mind talking about topics because one, it's like it gets views because it's like it's a hot topic and people are passionate about it. But also I don't think people should shy away from talking about difficult subjects.
No, I think there's just some people have really been able to craft that tone well, where like they're able to toe the line, and not upset as many people.
Sure. But the thing is like if I'm having a conversation with like,
yeah, if you're the president of the United States, that's one thing.
Well, yeah, but like if I'm like talking to like a group of like trans people, and like it's just like them and I'm not gonna be like fuck. Like I'm definitely like, this is entertainment. This is all I'm here. I'm performing. This is an amplified version of who I am. That's what it's meant for. But it's in like, unfortunately, if you just kind of are like soft spoken and like, I don't like that. That's boring to me. Because when I hear that stuff, I'm just like, oh, this person wants everybody to like them. But the reality is, not everybody's gonna like you, and so do everything you can just to be as authentic to yourself as you can, and hopefully you can build a career off of what you want to do and who you are, as opposed to who you're not.
Yeah, that was well said. Yeah.
Woo!
Wow.
Woo!
Swish.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That's dumb. We can let's talk about the release. So the release has been. It's been out for, I think, a month. And I think on Spotify, I have like 600 streams. So, Yeah, I mean, it's not great. And it's not great. But I think I've learned a lot, and I think I've overestimated the difficulties and complexities of social media marketing. Like in my brain, I was just like, "Yo, just pay for ads, and you'll get streams." The thing that's been weird for me is I've been paying for ads and got audiences and stuff, but they're not converting. In other words, it's people will click on the ad, then they'll click to the song, but then so I think I've had like 750 link clicks for a Facebook ad that I ran, but the stream count is not anywhere close.
How many people have come back and requested that you delete the song, like in an email?
At least 3. My wife is one of them, but I no. So yeah, so that's been like weird. So we're kind of tweaking things now. But what I've learned about like social media ads is you have to create multiple audiences and then put a bunch of money into it and let the ad run for a week. And then you pick the audience that worked the best, and then you run another ad on that audience. That's kind of what I've learned from social media marketing. It just costs so much money, dude. And this is the thing, and it's hard for me because I'm an artist, my art will speak for itself, but at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter. Nobody cares until you pay a bunch of money to get in their face. I've talked to so many like digital marketers from the Midwest and from the coasts, and everyone's like, it's pay to play. You got to pay to play. If you want a career, you got to pay to play. Now, are there exceptions to this rule? Sure. There's out of how many of those people like actually John Cougar Mellencamp. Great example. Did he write Dust in the Wind? Is that him?
He wrote Candle in the Wind.
Candle in the Wind. There it is. And I close my eyes. But yeah, so that's the thing. But it's actually interesting. I watched a Vox video that they did. It was like a 20-minute in-depth video about it targeted all these TikTokers that went viral and like what happened. So it is interesting. I want to say it was like 136 artists went viral, I think. I can't remember. Maybe you should look it up on that computer that's in front of you. Damn, dude. No, but I think it's like look up Vox TikTok video stats or something like that.
Those are really narrow search terms. Thank you. Yes. Vox TikTok video. Jesus. Why just search dog video?
Yeah. No, but but it was interesting.
I found it.
That wow, it was right there.
First result.
No, but the stats it was pretty crazy. Where was my thought train going? I don't remember. Yeah, no, it almost seems like you have to have a TikTok account if you want to have a musical career. Almost. I don't think you necessarily have to. I think you absolutely have to continuously be putting out content. Now the medium is definitely, it's more subjective. TikTok does seem to be the number one in medium, but I think for me it's like you just have to focus on writing really good songs. Are you seeing anything?
They don't have like a transcript, so
they don't. Are you just like,
I'm trying to find something else that commented on it.
Okay, no, that's fine. But yeah, I think it was like 136 artists went viral, and they were able to make careers off of it, which is pretty crazy. Now, how many artists are on TikTok? There's probably in the millions. So, I mean, that's like a 0.02% chance, But it's weird, man. Like this world, like there's always going to be gatekeepers, and they used to be the record labels, But now it's TikTok. It's an algorithm, you know, which is crazy. It's like, it's exciting, but it's also like, I know if you want to grow on TikTok, you have to post like 4 videos a day.
It's work.
That's so.
It's hard.
It is.
Work.
It's over over 100 videos a month. You know. Now I think there's ways that people can mitigate how much work it is. So like, one thing that I do is I have a podcast, and the podcast is roughly 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then I edit the video, put the whole video on YouTube, but then I cut that video into YouTube clips, which is about 2 minutes, and I put about 6 to 8 clips on YouTube. But then from that, I take about 6 to 10 like 15-second clips for Instagram and Reels. So like, that's the nice thing. If you want to stay consistent on social media, it's try to find something long form and then just chop it up into clips so you can continuously put stuff out there. That's a Gary V method. Good old Gary V, you know? But yeah, I don't know. I think it is a weird time to be a artist, because I feel like I am more of a content creator than I am like a songwriter. You know, I haven't since my release, I haven't worked on one song in 2.5 months since I started like posting on social media and stuff. But every day I'm like editing videos, trying to come up with ideas and stuff. And I need to like, I'm already feeling like, oh shit, I got like, cause I have a remix coming out probably in a couple weeks. And then I have a second song coming out. But then after that, it's like, I need to finish all these other songs. But I'm like constantly creating content. You know, I'm like, okay, can I shake my butt? Can I show a little skin today?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
That's where it is. That's what sells. My body sells. Dude, I need to start an OnlyFans. That's what I'm going to do. If my musical career doesn't take off, I'm going to start an OnlyFans. And I'll just do feet stuff. I saw this video. This guy, he had like a wax like thing, and then you dip your foot into it. And then you pull it out, and then you peel off the wax.
Come on, now.
Dude, that's like a multi-million-dollar idea, you know? Just do that for TikToks. But if I don't make it in music, I'm going to start an OnlyFans, okay?
You have a target audience.
So there's 2 options. You either support my music because you don't want to see it, or you don't support my music because you want to see it. Feet, daddy. But no, it is weird. I've heard a lot of... Well, it was interesting. There was an article, I think, in The Atlantic where Halsey was complaining about... Of course. That's so interesting. It's like, if you have money, you can't complain. Which is like, oh, I'm dying of cancer. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Shut up! You know? But it's crazy. You can't. You cannot complain if you have money. People get mad at you.
You saw like Kim Kardashian telling people to get up and go to work, right? You haven't seen
that
that
sounds
clip?
Amazing though. Oh. Was it funny?
She's in like full like model clothes with her family. They're all like, by the kitchen table. And she's like, people need to shut up and go to work. Stop complaining and go to work. And she's like, literally,
and she doesn't work.
Someone's like buffing her butt.
That's
like,
amazing.
Behind her.
No, but it is weird. But Halsey's label was pressuring her to do TikTok videos and TikTok content because that's how songs pop off today. Which, I mean, that makes sense. But she was just like complaining. She was just like, man, like they just keep bugging me to put out more and more content on TikTok, But I'm just like, can't you just hire some? Like this is Daddy's trajectory. If I can start making some money, the first person I would probably hire is either a full-time marketer. I'd probably do some sort of content creator and marketer person, or videographer to help me edit videos. Like that's the first thing I do. So if you're Halsey and you're making millions of dollars a year, why don't you pay somebody $150,000 a year to create content for you?
It's not the vibe. It's just not the vibe.
But like, why wouldn't you? And it's just like, that's the first thing I do. I'm hiring somebody to help me make videos. and then we put a plan together, and we can have shooting days, etc. But I don't know.
Do you think people like when radio is becoming popular, they saw that as a chore? Like how we see TikTok and social media as a chore. Do you think musicians are like, I just want to play a live show, all this radio bullshit?
Probably.
You think they're like the kids on the radio nowadays?
I mean, with any new innovation, there's someone complaining, you know? So, like, what I could see with radio is probably more of people complaining that, hey, you need to make a song. You need to make a hit.
You can make a 3-minute song for the radio.
Yeah,
remember
exactly.
that whole thing?
Because that was only what would fit on a vinyl, you know? So I would see that was probably more their complaint, but I would imagine it was just like, oh, it's more accessible now.
Or was it, was it Nirvana? They kind of made fun of the MTV clips they had to do. Remember? It was like,
oh, well, they did like,
or they like spoofed themselves.
Well, there was a video where they had a play to a track.
Yeah, and
they were like not even playing the right things. Yeah, which is funny. But I mean, it's interesting, man. Like someone like Halsey. I guess I have an art because I approach things more from like an independent perspective, but they're like old world label people, you know. So they have, but I'm just like that doesn't make sense. Like, why are you complaining? Just hire somebody to do this for you. They would love to do that.
Makes no sense.
Is that like, because that just, to me, if you can start making money from music, like I wouldn't even take a salary probably for the first couple years if I could because like if somebody edits all my videos, I have way more time to write songs and way more time to do this. I would even probably hire a songwriter to work with me. It's way more fun writing with other people. And I think this batch of songs I'm releasing, I think it's the best stuff I've ever done because I'm working with somebody else who compliments me, but they also think differently. And like I would have never rewritten lyrics multiple times or done 10 passes on a song, you know? But I don't know, dude. I'm not making money, so what do I fucking know, you know? I love it. Yeah, no, but I definitely feel that like, oh, I'm making more content than I am writing songs, and I just need to schedule it out more, you know.
Yeah, it's a sacrifice. It's a grind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's like people are interacting way more with my content than they are my song. That's for sure. Maybe I should just be an influencer. That sounds nice.
You can make some serious cash doing just the stupidest things.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've already had people approach me, which is weird.
Really?
It was like a dog company.
A dog company?
Yeah, because I posted a couple of, they make them like in a little, you know, like clay urn thing.
They cremate dogs.
Yeah, it's cremate. It's
That's
cremators.
very different. Just a dog company.
Yeah.
Or it's actually called a dog company.
No, I posted a video of my dog, and they're like, "Hey, we'd love to collaborate." And I'm just like, "What? This is weird," you know.
They'll shell out the cash though.
Oh yeah.
My wife they were looking for influencers to make TikTok videos, like a 30-second video. It's like $5,000.
Yeah, you can make crazy money.
Just nuts.
Like what a world that we live in. Like I worry about our economy because everybody wants to be a content creator, you know?
But when you see something like that, I mean, it makes sense why people want to do it.
Oh, 100%.
It's like
why wouldn't you
think about I think it's the really fringe viral videos that make everyone want to be an influencer.
Yeah.
It's like the people that like Sign Guy, you know him on Instagram, like he just holds a sign and like what an idea. He just writes one sentence a day, stands like at a busy corner. He's got millions of followers. I've seen him on like sponsored ads. So he's raking in cash.
100%. It's insane.
That's the dream.
But who wouldn't want to do that? Or like you would, if somebody was like, "Hey Scott, I need somebody to help me create stuff. I'll pay you. I'll quit your job." You'd be like, "Sure." That sounds amazing.
Where do I sign? Yeah.
100%. Like, yeah, but I do worry about the future of our economy because everybody wants to create content. It's just like, who's going to farm the fields? You know? Who's going to farm the fields? How are we going to eat food if everybody wants to shake their butt for a living?
We're going to just have to grow meat.
Doesn't that kind of worry you a little bit? Of just and granted, my perspective could be skewed because we're in a city context, but we're also in the Midwest. Like, the coasts have no idea what happens in the Midwest. That's where all their food comes from. You know?
I have zero idea how like farm to table works. It's a miracle that you can just go to the store and there's bajillion items to pick.
All I'm doing is like creating I want to create content. I'm not going to contribute to the world economy or to the U.S. economy.
Yeah, zero. No.
I'm the problem. We're the problem.
Yeah.
As long as we can admit it, we're the problem. The world's screwed because everybody wants to be a TikToker. And nobody wants to go work the field.
Get off my lawn.
Nobody wants to build a house. Nobody wants to relieve the sweatshop labor.
Turn your music down.
Turn your music down. Get off my lawn.
Get off.
All right, let's. How long we've been going?
We got 33:40.
Okay, let's. Well, I think the first little bit was me getting a little ranty, but let's go down the Reddit hole. What do we got, Daddy? What's in the Reddit world today?
I was trying to look for some.
Man, Reddit's wild.
I wanted to show you, but I think it'd be weird to show a video. But have you seen Kevin Spacey's comeback movie?
No. Is it called something?
It's called Peter 5'8", and he is starring in what looks like a college project film. But it's Kevin Spacey.
He's back.
He's back, baby.
Kevin Spacey is back.
And boy, is he back.
Is it like is it weird?
Picture like a low budget James Bond meets like a Lifetime movie. That's kind of where that's the vibe I was getting from it. And I can imagine it definitely looks like someone was telling them to keep the budget tight. You can just tell by the way.
It's called Peter 5'8"?
Peter 5'8".
Is he like 5'8"? Is that how tall he is? Like, is that all it is?
It's just about a guy.
It's about a guy who has height issues.
He's 5'8". You know, he's just
he lost his shins during the war and he became 5'4", and he's looking to get a shin replacement. That's weird.
Well, maybe we'll show it another time. I feel like that'd be
tough
to show a clip. Maybe I'll show audio.
Yeah, I should try to figure out a way to add video to it. But that's weird, dude. He's back because he got canned because of all the diddling, right?
And it was like that one was verified.
But he was like diddling dudes, right?
I believe he took advantage of one of his like younger actors.
Jeez,
that was a teen.
Jeez,
and somehow he's back in the space now. I don't know how.
Hey man, we forget easily. You know, I was mad at him because House of Cards was one of the best shows I had ever seen. Like, to this day, the opening scene of the whole show where he like murders a dog, and I was just like, holy shit, dude, what is going on? You know, but then he ruined it, and then they try to make it another one without him, and I'm like, it sounds like different writers who don't speak this language try to write something in English. That's what it felt like.
That's also what Peter 5'8" sounds like too.
So he's a spy? What's the premise?
You can see he has a fedora on in the thumbnail. That's like the cool dad like signal, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, I'm mysterious. Look out.
Interesting.
And I love how they are trying to say it premiered at Cannes, but the asterisk is they had it in a movie theater in Cannes, not at the actual Cannes Film Festival. So they were trying to play a little bit of sneaky, PR there. Premiering at Cannes.
That ain't cool, bruh.
But it's called his comeback film, and it's absolutely going to flop.
How is comeback spelled?
Direct to VHS. That was COM.
Thank you. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm making sure it wasn't like his OnlyFans or something like that.
The other rabbit hole I had was the No Stupid Questions Reddit.
What is that?
That it's just a Reddit
where people can just
ask. Subreddit. Yeah, you're anonymous. You ask. It's a No Stupid Questions. Every question's allowed.
Interesting.
You've never been on that?
No. What are some of the questions that people ask?
This
Are
one
there
wa-
some dumb questions?
Someone posted this 7 hours ago, which would be what time? It's 2 p.m. currently,
Like,
so early.
Yeah.
Someone was thinking early. They said, "I'm a fat male. I want to jog to lose weight, but it makes my man boobs jiggle, which is uncomfortable. Would it be too embarrassing to wear a men's sports bra?" These are serious questions.
What are the replies? Do they like roast people in the replies, or are they like
People are generally nice
Oh.
in these, but I'm just curious what you would say.
what I would say to this guy?
Yeah.
I would say use that shame you feel as fuel. Go run out there shirtless and feel like a fat loser. But that's your motivation to keep running.
Yeah. What are the things?
I think that's good advice. Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, you don't have to wear a man bra. Do they have man bras?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I mean, you could just like, I don't know, just wear like a tight shirt.
Just like 2 Under Armour shirts.
But I get it. Like, I've gone on some runs, and like my jiggles get itchy, you know. I'll just run and I just get a little itchy.
When I run up the stairs really fast, my like butt fat
Yeah.
will slap.
I think it's
I
like
can feel it like pulling my skin
Yeah,
down.
your booty thick. You're like, ooh, my booty thick. My cheeks
A
clap.
lot of movement back
I make
there.
my cheeks clap. No, I guess I feel that guy's pain, but I'm just saying, like, well, I would also probably just tell him to walk. You could probably just start walking. Go get a treadmill, do some zone 2 cardio or whatever, and just walk, you know?
Problem solved.
And and stop eating shit. I know what I eat. I know why I look the way I do, you know? It's not like, oh, my thyroid, you know? I eat like a dump truck, dude. And then in public, I eat like a salad. But then at nighttime, I'm over the kitchen sink like a fucking rat, just gorging myself. But yeah. All right. Well, that'll wrap it up. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll till next time. Go stream my song. Help me get past 1,000, dude. It sucks. It's so embarrassing to like talk a big game and then you don't even have 1,000 listens. So thanks for listening, everybody. Ciao, ciao.